It's Omolola here again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for sticking by. Thank you for always watching my videos. So today we have an interesting topic before us. We are going to be talking about 2025 marketing trends. And guess what? I had an event last weekend and this was exactly what I spoke about. I'm going to be using the slide as my guide for this video and I am making it available for download too. So you can check the description box to download your copy. You're welcome. What are marketing friends for? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Okay, let's go. All right, so 2025 marketing trends. What's changing and how to stay ahead. A presentation by me, Omolola Dada. Are you ready for this shift? Are you ready for the shift in the world of marketing? What if I told you that some of the strategies we swear by today will be obsolete by the end of 2025? Are we truly keeping up with the marketing revolution or just recycling old tactics? This is like the thought-provoking slide where I just put that to get us prepared, because year in, year out, we've had trends for every year and it feels like we never follow them, or it feels like we keep going back to the old tactics that we were used to. So the number one trend I have here is the era of personalized everything. It says consumers expect brands to know them. Generic marketing won't work anymore. They expect brands to tailor experiences based on their preferences, behaviors, and past interactions. Brands like Netflix and Spotify have mastered this. When they recommend a movie or a playlist, it feels like they understand you. Generalization doesn't cut it anymore. Have you ever scrolled on social media and you see a particular content and you're like, yes, this resonates with me, this is talking to me, this content is for me, rather than the generic tips or the generic ideas or the generic recommendations? Consumers are shifting towards consuming more personalized content. So they want content that is for them. They want content that speaks directly to them, right? So what I do basically is, when I'm trying to do like a target audience analysis, when I get to the persona, I make sure that I make it as broad as possible. I can come up with up to 20 personas, and this way it makes me tailor my message to each segment accordingly, and it basically just gives room for more personalization, right? So let's continue. For Netflix and Spotify, you know, when you watch certain kind of movies, of course, Netflix would gather that information and you will find movie recommendations in line with what you are used to watching. It's not like you watch Chinese movies and the next thing you're seeing is Nollywood or something like that. Right? And it's the same for Spotify. If you listen to only gospel music, they cannot recommend secular songs to you. So that is the personalization that we are talking about. And because brands are trying to personalize everything, or because brands are trying to work towards personalization, there is now the part of collecting too much data from the consumers. I mean, of course, I want to know you. I want to know how I can create tailored experiences for you. So I need to collect your data. I need more information, because this information would help you as a marketer to create those personalized experiences for the consumers. And as a result, there is now too much of information needed. There is now like too much of the brands invading in the consumer's privacy, which is why I said here that too much data collection can feel invasive. Brands need to be transparent and ethical in the way they use data. So one thing I would like to say in this aspect is that for every stage of your data collection, always be transparent with your audience. Let them know why you are doing it. Let them know why you are collecting the data. The next thing I have here is leverage AI tools to craft tailored experiences for customers. Right, so of course we are now in the world of artificial intelligence, and these tools have been so helpful. We have tools that can help you create personalized experiences for your consumers. I mean, when it comes to things like your chatbot, like your email sequences, there are AI tools that can help you create these personalized experiences at every stage of the consumer journey. The next thing I have here says, personalized experiences will extend beyond digital. Think AI-powered shopping assistants in physical stores. Honestly, I am so looking forward to this. I am so looking forward to this. So this means that AI will be able to tell consumers what they want when they go to shop without waiting for them to look for it, or without waiting for them to talk about it, to say, oh, I'm looking for this. And this will be as a result of checking their previous purchase history, and they can say, okay, you come here to buy soap, so these are recommendations. These are soap recommendations for you, without you having to walk around the whole mall before you find what you want, right? And you can also have self-service screens that provide product recommendations based on your preferences. I feel like we're going to get to that stage where you don't have to walk around the mall again to look for what you want. You just step into the mall, and you have a screen that just says enter your name, and based on your past purchase history, it recommends products for you. It can even tell you if it's available, if it's in stock or not, without you having to waste your time. You can see the pricing, you can see everything, right? So it won't recommend fruits for you when you go there to buy soap. Do you get? So that's basically like the next thing when it comes to AI integration in personalized shopping experiences. We also have the AR shopping assistant. AR is augmented reality, where consumers can now try on a product without them having to contact with that product physically. You may want to buy an outfit now, and when you get on the website of that brand, you are able to use AR to try on the dress and see how it looks on you even before you purchase. Some brands already use it. For example, like Nike, you can try on a sneaker without having to wear it like in real life. You can try it on to see how it will look on you with the help of AR. The interesting part about these slides is that for every of the marketing trend, I attached a resource that you can watch. I attached a YouTube video like for further learning. So for the personalized experiences now, I have a YouTube video that is attached, and it is a TED Talk by Jessica Apotheker. I hope I pronounced that well. So she gave a TED Talk on what will happen to marketing in the age of AI. And that was like my recommendation for that trend. When you download the document, you can just click on the names on each of the video slides to watch the video. It will redirect you to YouTube to watch the video. Okay, so let's move on. The rise of authenticity and community. Oh my God. I feel like I can talk from now till next year about authenticity and community building, because that is like the way brands are winning right now, and the way brands are missing out also. So if you are not being authentic, if you are not building a community right now, you are really missing out on all the benefits that your brand could be getting from being authentic. Let's look at it. In 2025, authenticity and community building will be at the core of successful marketing. And that is just the truth. People buy from people. Brands that feel human will win, right? So they don't want to interact with a brand that feels like they are not human. If I'm interacting with your brand, there should still be that human connection. I mean, we're already in the age of AI where everything is starting to feel AI generated. So if your brand is the one that is still trying to include some human feel, here and there, you're gonna win. While celebrity endorsements still exist, micro-influencers 10 to 50k followers often outperform A-list celebrities because they are more relatable and engage deeper with their audience. This is the truth. However, we are still going to get to a trend that talks about the shift in influencer marketing. So I'm not going to dwell on it on this trend. Brands that encourage customers to create content, UGC, and interact with each other build strong loyalty and organic growth. Yes, of course, UGC is everywhere. UGC is the next big thing, right? And while some brands are still struggling to generate UGC, I would say that you should use EGC. So what is EGC? EGC is employee generated content. So this is content that is generated by you as the brand owner or the people that work with your company, right? So while you're waiting for UGC, please do EGC. When people outside begin to see how your in-house team members carry the brand on their head, trust me, they will follow suit. If you want to encourage UGC, you can put out an incentive to say, oh, if you create content with our product, if you tag us when you're using our product or when you're wearing our product, you will get 15% discount off your next order. So those kind of incentives can encourage or promote user-generated content for your brand or for the brand you work with as a marketer. The next thing here says two-way engagement and brand responsiveness matters more than ever. So what this means is that brands generally just like to shout at the consumers, like they like to shout at the audience, but don't like to hear back from the audience. So whilst you are pushing out content for your audience, there should also be room for them to contribute. So it should not be a one-way engagement. It's like you talking to someone and they are not responding. There's no way a connection can be built that way. Brands need to ensure that moving forward, there is a two-way engagement. Carry your audience along. If you're trying to be innovative, if you're trying to come up with a new product, a new service, ask for their opinions. Just carry them along, engage with them, ask questions, ask for their feedback on everything that you are doing. Always make sure that there is room for responsiveness, there is room for engagement, there is room for communication. So let's move forward. Consumers are drawn to brands that stand for something beyond profit, whether it is sustainability, empowerment, or social change. Now, consumers like when brands are involved in things that they are interested in. So, for example, if I'm interested in sports and a brand partners with a football club just for a social cause or just for something, I would be more inclined to purchase that brand more. Anything that people are generally just interested in, brands should ensure that they are partnering with such initiatives as this can build brand loyalty. So just look at everything that is happening in the community where that brand is and think of strategies, think of ideas, think about how the brand that you work with or how your brand can make impact in that community, in that state, in that country that is beyond profit. It can be you partnering with NGOs, it can be you supporting a cause, but just make sure that beyond profit, your brand is also standing for something. Build a loyal community instead of chasing just numbers. Community-driven marketing is the future. Consumers don't just want brands, they want connections. I believe I've touched on this earlier too. So rather than just chase numbers, oh, I want 2,000 followers, I want 100,000 followers, I want 1 million followers. What are the followers getting you? Are the followers converting? Are they loyal to your brand? Are you able to retain them? So these are the questions we need to ask ourselves beyond just going after the numbers, right? Always go for community building. Community building is is forever. If you build a loyal community, they will always stand by you. They will always support whatever thing that you are doing, right? Okay, so let's move forward. And like I said earlier, I have also attached a video that you can watch for this on how to build a brand community that works by Valerie Brennan. So moving on to the third trend, this is talking about AI in marketing. So smart marketers use AI as an assistant, not a replacement, right? So the question of whether AI is going to take our jobs should not come up again, because AI is not taking our jobs. It will take the jobs of people that are not using it. Consumers expect tailored experiences, and AI makes this possible. Remember the first trend we talked about, personalization. So it is also reflecting here. Consumers expect tailored experiences, and AI makes this possible. AI analyzes user behavior, preferences, and interactions to deliver highly relevant content. AI is revolutionizing paid ads by making them smarter, faster, and more cost effective. So now when you want to run ads on Meta, for example, you'll find out that when you go to Ads Manager, you'll see something like Advantage Audience, right? So this is Meta's way of integrating these AI tools to say, you know what, beyond the targeting that you have put, we are telling you that we can help you target even a more specific audience, or based on what we think, or based on what our tools think, we can target a more specific and broader audience for you. So that is AI in action. Learn to work with AI, not against it. Marketers who learn to work with AI will have a major advantage, and that's just the truth. So for this, I also attached a 20 something minutes video on AI and the future of work. So you can watch that and soak it all in. The next trend I have here is the power of video. Both short and long form win. This is very interesting because over the years, people have talked about how short form content is the next big thing. Oh, you need to create more reels, you need to create more short TikToks, and all of those things. But I'm here to tell you today that both short form and long form content have their place. The way people consume content is evolving, and in 2025, both short form and long form content will dominate in different ways. So there is no displacing of long form content, and there is no displacing of short form content as well. Short form videos grab attention fast, drives engagement, and it's great for awareness. Long form videos build trust and authority, boosts SEO and organic traffic, and is great for high end offers. Use short form to attract and engage. Use long form to educate and convert. Short form videos are great for building brand awareness. It can grab the attention of your audience fast. It drives engagement and all of that. But when it comes to conversion, does short form content really do it? So for me, I will say yes and no. Yes, if the conversion or if the purchase does not require a high level of monetary commitment, yes, your short form content can convert. But imagine that I'm trying to buy a property of about 100 million naira or $100 million, and your 30-second reel is what you want to use to get me. I won't give you my money from a 30-second video. Why not create a YouTube channel where I can see a longer form video of that house or of that property that I'm about to buy, right? So from that 30-minute video, you are educating me. You are educating me and carrying me along about the property I'm about to buy, and making me see reasons why I should invest my 100 million naira or dollars into buying that property. But you cannot do all of this in a 30-second video. Even if you try to, nobody is going to give you 100 million naira by watching a 30-second reel from Instagram or from TikTok, right? So it is important that you know where long form works and you know where short form comes in as well. Even for the high-end skincare brands that we purchase, imagine that they have YouTube channels dedicated to showing us how these products work, or how we can combine these products, or how we can layer their products. They would get more ROI. They will get more ROI. So a lot of brands are still missing out on this because everybody still thinks that short form is where the money is at. And I'm telling you today that long form is where the money is at. If you have a high ticket offer, use long form content to convert them, right? Okay, so I also attached a video, a short video to that you can watch for that. So the next trend I have here is the rise of social search. Social search is a growing trend where people use social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter as search engines instead of Google. So what this means is that people no longer or barely visit Google when they are looking for things, or when they are trying to search for products and services. They now go to social media. I am an example myself. If I am searching for a restaurant, I'm searching for a fashion item, I'm searching for a gadget, I will definitely go and check Instagram first before anywhere else, right? So social search is growing because younger audiences like the millennials and Gen Zs prefer visual and social discovery, authenticity over algorithmic results, and faster and engaging search experience. So what authenticity over algorithmic results mean is that, for example, on Google, brands can pay to rank, and if a brand is good with their SEO as well, they can always rank on Google's first page, right? So, and you ranking on Google's page doesn't necessarily mean that you offer the best products and services. It might just mean that you are good with your keywords. And people are beginning to realize this. So they would rather go to social media where they can learn more about that brand and even see authentic reviews about that product and service before purchasing. So where is this leading us to? Use platform specific keywords, leverage short form and UGC content, and engage in conversations. So for example, rather than say, try out our new jollof rice, you can say, are you looking for the best jollof rice in Nigeria? Check us out. So that way, when people are searching, people will not search for new jollof rice. They can search for best jollof rice in their city, in their country. And you find out that because you have used that keyword in your caption, in your design, you would rank and you will come out as a result for the audience that is searching for your type of brand, right? So it is now important than ever before to optimize your keywords for social search. Google SEO isn't enough anymore. You need to optimize for social search where your audience is actually looking for answers. So let's move on. And as usual, I attached a video, social search, the new SEO. So let's move on to the next one, which talks about the shift in influencer marketing. So micro influencers and niche creators are driving more results than big celebrities, right? And this has proven to be true over time. A brand will rather invest in 10 micro influencers than one big celebrity, because these micro influencers will get them more results than the celebrity. Consumers today are more skeptical. They know when someone is just doing an ad for the paycheck versus genuinely using a product. So the celebrities tend to just be doing the ad for the paycheck. They don't put their art to it. But for the micro influencers, it's different because they have a small loyal community. So whatever product they recommend, their community seems to jump on it the more. Brands are realizing that working with 10 micro influencers could be cheaper and more effective than spending on one big name celebrity. Niche communities convert better. People trust expert voices in their field instead of just using general influencers. So this is now saying that if you want to do influencer marketing as a brand or as a marketer, you should go for niche influencers. If you are a brand that is in the tech industry, then you should look for tech influencers. If you are in the health industry, look for health influencers. Fashion industry, look for lifestyle influencers and the likes. So niche community works anytime. Also prioritize real influence over followers and encourage content that feels organic. Right. So rather than just check the number of followers that the influencer has, can you check their engagement? Can you check their audience? Can you check the quality of their content? Right. And also, as the brand or as the marketer, also ensure that you are not forcing the way your ad should be done on the influencer. The influencer knows what works best with their audience, so you should give them space to freely innovate, to freely create content that will resonate with their audience, rather than give them the script, rather than give them the content direction. Let them just flow freely, right? So there's a video that talks about why micro influencers are winning. Then the next trend I have here, which is the final one, is from traditional to performance marketing. So marketing is no longer just about visibility. It's about measurable results. Traditional marketing, that's the billboards, the TV, the radio station, still has its place. Yes, traditional marketing still has its place, but the real winners are performance-driven strategies that allow businesses to track, optimize, and improve on their return on investment in real time. In real time. So for traditional marketing, it is hard to measure. It is hard to measure your result. It is hard to measure if it is converting. But with performance marketing, you can measure. You can measure your return on investments. You can measure the results. It is tangible rather than traditional marketing. Now, I am not saying traditional marketing doesn't work. If all you need is brand awareness and visibility, traditional marketing is perfect. But if you are looking for something more, you want to convert, you want people to buy, then performance marketing is what you should be looking at. Let's continue. A billboard on Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos, Nigeria can give brand exposure. But how many people converted into paying customers is just like what I said earlier about not being able to measure the results from traditional marketing. But there's also something that can work here, where brands can now begin to infuse digital into traditional marketing. So if you work with a traditional marketing company, you should look for ways to begin to infuse digital. So for example, you can ask people on social media to tag you if they find your billboard somewhere in the city, take a picture, tag us, win something. So that's where you're able to say, okay, people are seeing this billboard, people are reading this billboard, right? On the other hand, a well-targeted Instagram ad by PiggyVest can track how many people clicked, signed up, and deposited money in their savings plan. That's like the whole conversion funnel. They have the results. If they run a campaign and the goal is for people to put money in their savings plan, they can build it and see the results at every stage of the funnel. So when they push out that campaign, they can see how many people clicked on the ad, they can see how many people signed up as a result of clicking on that ad, and they can see how many people now took further steps to deposit money in the savings plan. So that is a typical performance marketing example right there. So with performance marketing, brands only pay for results, not just visibility. So here we are not just saying we want to be seen, we want people to know us. No, we want money in our bank accounts. Moving on, traditional marketing still works for brand awareness and credibility. But if a business wants direct revenue growth, performance marketing is a must. There's also a video you can watch on performance marketing that I've attached to the slides. So the final page says what this means for you as a marketer. Prioritize personalization. Know your audience better than ever. It is very important. conduct market research, use online surveys, but just make sure that at every point in time, you are not ignorant. You are not ignorant about who your audience is. Engage, don't just sell. Build relationships, not just campaigns. I remember an ice cream brand in Lagos. There was a time they were promoting a campaign for Mother's Day, and the idea of the campaign was for people to take pictures with their moms and post it online with the caption saying beautiful things about their mother, and they were going to select the best entries to come have ice cream at their store. And the most beautiful thing for me when they got to the ice cream store was that the pictures that they posted when they entered for the campaign was printed, and it was all over the ice cream shop. I'm like, this is so beautiful. It must have created this emotional connection. And I can imagine that for everyone that had that experience, they will always want to buy ice cream from that brand. So this is a way of building relationships and not just campaigns. So for every campaign you are doing, always ask yourself, how can this build a relationship with my audience, right? So the next thing is automate, but don't lose the human touch. With the invention of AI tools, brands are beginning to lose that human side of things. AI is literally doing everything for them. So you want to be careful and make sure that there is still that human feel attached to your brand. Go big on video and social search. Be discoverable where it matters. So if you want visibility, you know what to do and you know where to go. If you want conversion, you know what to do and you know where to go. Be real, be relatable. Authenticity is your biggest marketing asset. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. I hope this video was helpful and you were able to pick one or two things to use or to apply in your 2025 marketing strategy. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and share this video with someone who might also find this helpful in 2025. And like I said earlier, I have attached the link to download this slide. You will find it in the description below. I also have an upcoming course if you are interested in social media marketing. I've been training people for 4 years now, and they've gone on to do big things in the marketing industry. So if you are interested in starting a career in social media marketing, I'm the best person that can teach you. I would also link that in the description and you can sign up. I can't wait to see you in class. All right, bye and see you in my next video.